Good morning, traders. Who's ready to get back into the trading seat? Like someone mentioned in the chat here, will you guys get some scalps on for a little bit of that extra Black Friday money? My man Kansas knows that he needs some extra money to get towards that Black Friday shopping. I'm in that same camp. Why not, right? A little extra money today can go a long way. We'll see what happens. Smoked tuna out there, Team Cheek, everyone in the house. I'd love to see it. And yes, we're coming after that turkey. Let's get to it, Jonathan. Let's see what we can come up with today on live trading.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. I mean, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
Don't worry, guys. We will probably not be getting into some crazy stories. Junaid is flying out there. He's going to the esports life. Everyone was just like, man, who was that guy you guys had on yesterday?
I mean, look, I had a great time. It was awesome. Thanks. Shout out to Default, who was awesome. But I mean, Junaid, he's our guy, dude. He's the shoplifting stories, stories about someone named Adele. I don't know, man. He's got all of them stories.
All right, let's get to the action today, guys. We'll see what we can come up with. Of course, if you guys see some stocks that you guys want to talk about, throw them up, man. Don't forget it, guys. You guys run the show too. And like we always say, the door is open. Like we brought on a guest yesterday. We brought on Junaid. You guys have always the ability to come join us. Where else can you go join the traders, right? Majority of the times, it's just watch them. And sometimes they don't even acknowledge the chat. That's what we don't do here on pre-market, on live trading with Benzinga, of course. We go ahead, we catch what you guys say. We go ahead and trade ourselves. And, of course, leave the door open for you guys to come and talk about strategy, stocks that you guys are trading, maybe even setups that you guys see out there. So don't forget it, guys. The door is open. Let's get to the trading action. Let's take a look at what I have on right now. I still got the swing trades on, guys. The same three: AAL, DIS, and XLE. Of course, XLE going in my favor today, but Disney just doesn't want to drop. It keeps getting some kind of drop, but I think this is just the market holding it up, right? And so this is where I have to just be careful, right? Do I want to continue gaining size and having potential for a squeeze above 96? That's where it gets difficult, right? Because overall, I do think that we're going to get this drop in Disney at some point. The only question is, will it come now, right? And I think that I have to just be careful because the truth is, there's no point in getting to the point where I'm losing a lot of money. I've been up in this position multiple times, like let's say up about $50. But of course, I'm risking about that same amount, right? So it's kind of hard to take profits there because it would just be a one-to-one trade. And that's what I try to avoid. I'll tell you guys that right now. I really try to avoid one-to-one trades because one-to-one trades, I feel like, are an easy way for disasters in the long run. Because the truth is, to me at least, one-to-one trading makes you have to be like 80% accurate, 90% accurate to get into the green. That's why I try to go for more like a 2-to-1 outlook and a 3-to-1 outlook. Because then at a 3-to-1 outlook, I only need to be like a little bit better than 30%, like maybe in the 40% accurate to get into the green. And I don't know about you guys, but if I can just think about in my mentality that I only need to be 40% accurate, well, then I trade with a lot less stress, right? Versus how some traders are trying to be 80, 90% accurate. And what does that come with? Extreme stress when you take that first loss. So we'll see what happens on that. It's all about strategy and how you guys want to go about it. If that's not for you, hey, maybe one-to-one works. But for me, that's not the best way to go about it. Of course, I'll be watching to see what happens on Disney. Don't want it to go deep into the red today. Of course, might cut it. XLE, I'm going to continue to work that as oil works down. And that should eventually help this AAL really get the lift. I still haven't gotten it, so I'm going to continue to watch on American. There is a gap below that it maybe can undercut 12. I might add there and just stay at the break-even spot. but we'll see what happens on American. Time to kick it to my man, Ryan. I can look at sectors and industries, and you guys out there keep throwing up those tickers. Let's go to your charts, Ryan, see what you're seeing in the market overall. Of course, Nvidia coming in last night, still beating the expectations, but not necessarily getting the lift. But this morning, we're seeing a little bit of a different tune. What are you seeing?
All right, well, I'm going to first take a look here at the SPY. We are trying to actually break out of this formation. Let's see. It's going to be a low volume day. Next upside target here, 460. I'll be honest, I'm not putting too much into this. Today is a day where it's going to be a lot of those smaller stocks. Like I said, it's going to be a very, very light volume across the board. So we'll see where it's at. Now, you mentioned Nvidia, so let's just address Nvidia right here. Okay, so Nvidia did report, and the thing that's notable here about Nvidia, the happy hour crew last night was actually watching this live, and it was hysterical. 13 can attest to it. The Nvidia was wild. It was like people weren't really sure what to do with it, right? It was a beat on the top and the bottom line. The guide was right within expectations. The news feed says that the guide was actually higher. One of the gentlemen in happy hour that stays on top of this stuff said that the number that was floating around was pretty much 20 billion on the Q4 guide. That's what we ended up getting. So this really didn't move it didn't move in a very powerful direction. It did sell for the first move was up, then it sold off, then it went up again, then it kind of just flatlined. This morning it's gapping up a little. I'm not really sure what to make of this. We're clearly flirting with the 500 level. I'm still in SQQQ. Hope you sold SQQQ. No, Jay, I didn't. I have 100 shares. I have 100 shares for the purpose of tracking. I'm not even down $100 from where I'm at. No, I absolutely didn't sell this. I'd be looking to add. I think at some point, middle of December, maybe the early period of December, we'll see. We do get a sell-off, and that SQQ is going to be great. I'm in such a low position right now that there's no reason for me to take a loss on something like that. How awesome would it be if today marked the absolute top? Nvidia earnings come out yesterday. It kind of flirts around here, sells off, and then this is the top. That would just be, I don't think that's going to happen because that would be too perfect. Market doesn't like to do things that are perfect, so probably won't happen, but how awesome would that be for Nvidia? The other thing that we wanted to take a look at here with Nvidia, we're going to be some of the re-ratings this morning. And I'm looking at this, and I really don't see a whole lot. Buy recommendation, I guess that one is. I think I would imagine that there's going to be reiterations of some of these numbers. I don't really see a whole lot in here. Need him reiterates, buy, maintains. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. They didn't really change anything, right? They reiterated the same rating that they had. They didn't really adjust the price target. Looks like Morgan Stanley did raise the price target from 600 to 603. So big raise there, JK. Anyway, I want to see how Nvidia performs today. Again, the one thing to take away from today is that the volume is likely going to be light. We'll see what happens. 13 saying, nah, the top will be when AVGO, Broadcom reports. What was that again? I know we talked about this. I can't remember the exact day that this is going to report. Let's go in here and take a look. That is confirmed for December 7th. So that is the beginning, almost midway point of December there, 13. You might be onto something. So anyway, we'll see. Now let's take a look at some of the smaller stocks here. Some of these are likely to run. First one popping to the upside here is going to be SciSpark. I mean, how many times have we talked about this stock popping? I feel like we've seen this a lot recently. Remember, the last time that we popped into this same area, we bled back. We got one bounce midway through the day, but that was pretty much the only upside trade that we got. Let's see what the performance for SPRC is here today. SHOT, this was yesterday. I know a lot of you chat members were hitting SHOT yesterday. Awesome job. I know some of you closed out your position. Bex, didn't you? I think I saw you in the chat talking earlier that you closed this out. Let me see if I can go find that. I hope I'm not. Yeah, it took SHOT from 298 to 666. Well done there. Looks like we're gapping up. Let's see. Let's see where we end up going here. Let's see if this has the mo. Remember, the backside of this move yesterday, pretty nasty. So we'll see where this ends up going. I got a couple more here that are trading up a little bit. Grom, there's not much in there. Camping, I don't really know. Not a whole lot in there. Let's take a look at some of the losers here. because we did have, let me get rid of this real quick, and probably also this. We wanted to see D-Low. I can't find it in that movers list, but that's probably just because I'm blind. D-Low here, this selling off, this actually might bounce. We'll see. And then the other one was Guess, and I saw someone in the chat bring this up. I'll have to get Mitch's opinion when he gets back here because he's really kind of been dialed into the whole retail trade recently. Guess, of course, shares are trading lower after the company reported worse than expected Q3 financial results and issued Q4 adjusted EPS guidance below estimates. We are bouncing a little bit here today. Let's see if we get any type of bounce trade in ticker GES. That's, of course, Guess clothing. Another one that you guys were mentioning here, GDC. Carmen, good morning. Happy day before Thanksgiving. If you guys can't tell, I am super excited. Just literally just get me to tomorrow. I cannot even wait. GDC, just as GD Culture Group. Actually, this is a pretty good chart here. Shame on me for not having this ready. Let me go ahead and, did this not have the volume? Yeah, it looks like it didn't have the pre-market volume here today, and that's why it was removed. Let's see. Yep, session volume. So remember, my volume filter 600K. This at 510K, right under the threshold. Carmen, great spot on this one. Glad I took a look at this one. We're popping up here. Let's see if we get above this. I got it this at 490, but 490 to 5 should provide some resistance here. GDC, I think this is kind of a junky stock, if I'm not mistaken, but nonetheless, maybe this will provide a trade for us here. Take a look at the daily chart. You can see the kind of moves that this makes. Remember to pay yourself if you do get gains in this. Okay. Let's see what else you folks have. Smoke Tuna, SPRC, GDC, SHOT. We covered them. Let's take a look at Wave D. That was another one that we traded here recently. Wave D up 8% here in the pre-market. Yeah, 8.86%. Had a big day yesterday. Let's see if we get the same thing here. Volume a little bit lighter on this one. On average, 428,000 low float stock here on Wave D. So just kind of keep that in mind. Let's see what Wave Dancer does here. That's a cool sounding name. What does this company actually do? Does anyone know what Wave Dancer actually does? Formerly analysis business of developing and maintaining information technology systems. That is not what I thought it was based on the name, but okay. Low float stock. This one gear in here, Smoke Tuna, added to the watch list. Let's go. VFS, another one. I feel like we talk about VinFast here quite a bit. This often appears on the scanners. What a day VinFast had yesterday. Looks like we're gearing for another day here today. 660, your high print in the pre-market. We're currently right below VWAP. Let's take a look at the daily chart here. Yikes. That is a bottomed out chart. Let's see if maybe we get above that. I want to kind of zoom in here and see if maybe we can get above some of these. 730. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if VinFast gets rolling here. Just that move down here, that's nasty. That is nasty. We'll see. Okay, what else do you folks want to take a look at? Jonathan says Guess still makes clothes. I don't know, man. I haven't been there forever. I can't even tell you the last time I was in a mall. Last time I was in a mall, I think, is when I visited Arizona. Just because everyone walks around outside there. So I think that was actually that was February of this year. I believe that was the last time I've in a mall. Jay, giving you some of his sass here early. If you liked it at 90, you must love it at 6. I don't even know what VinFast does. I don't like it. I'm not gonna say that I like this one, but yeah, I suppose if you did like it, it's at 90, you should like it at 6. Carmen bringing up SPRU. Let's take a look at that. SPRU, this is Spruce Power. Daily chart really sold into here on Spruce Power. This is kind of a rough looking chart here. Low volume on this one. Carmen, what else do you have on this one? Hoping it takes off a bit. Citadel had put a position on as of 11/11. The next options expire in December. Okay, so it looks like you're just trying to follow somebody in there. Sounds good. Kansas saying it may be a good scalp day. I agree. I think scalping is probably the way to go here today. We'll see, though. EV, TAP. Okay, let's roll through these here real quick. EV, this actually looks kind of like a bottom chart here. We'll see. Interesting on EV. If you can clear out this 182, maybe you're into the gap for a decent trade here. Or is this is EVA? What happened here? Come on, bro. What happened? You're talking about EV, right? Vietnam EV. I don't have that ticker. Okay. Well, EVA. Anyway, EVA. Maybe this does move up. Maybe this does move up into the gap. We'll see. You guys fooled me with the ticker there. Shame on you, Quantum. We will take a look at TAP though, or not, or Market Sniper, not Quantum. Quantum suggesting TAP. Let's take a look at it. Actually, this chart looks like a breakout above 60 here on TAP. Let's take a look and see what the daily chart says to us. Yeah. So this is actually not bad here. You can move above 60 here. Maybe we do get a breakout. We trade back up to that 62 to 64 area here on TAP. I like this, Quantum. I like this a lot. Oh, he's talking about VFS being an EV. Got you. Okay. Harder for me to follow along with that. Try to reserve the tick or the capital letter posting for tickers. That would actually be helpful. SGN. Remember what happened? No results found. What? I thought it just showed me something. Let's try that one more time. SGN. That's weird, Bex. What's going on here? That is weird. Let me see if it does that in Trade the Pool. No, it shows me a chart there in SGN. Interesting. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Pro there, but SGN, I guess. You guys are mentioning penny stocks, AGIL. We got 4 minutes here, and Mitch is nowhere to be seen. Comes buddy. Yeah, buddy, don't worry. Thanksgiving will be tomorrow. We're almost there. AGIL, here's your penny stock. Looks like this is gap in here today. Let's take a look here. CDIO, big mover from yesterday, 13. Didn't you pay off your mortgage with the trade here yesterday? Awesome stuff. Just kidding, of course. Let's see if we break above 240, 250 here. CDIO. It's actually doing a good job of holding its VWAP on CDIO. So we'll see if that's actually ready to go. Okay, we're getting close here, just under 3 minutes. Yep, just under 3 minutes. It's before the market opens. Let me know if there's anything else you folks want to take a look at. Sorry, I'm so full of energy. I just really love Thanksgiving. I cannot wait for it to be tomorrow. Just got to get through today. BKKT, we saw that move yesterday, didn't we? On BKKT or the day before? I feel like this one was recent. Yeah, this was. There's actually both days here. BKKT, big spot here, 170. You can take 170 out. This might actually run. The one other thing to remind is last time we've really had some of these rips, you can see we've sold up shortly after. So we shall see.
What up out there? All right.
What do you got?
Looking around, man.
We got.
Where's the penny names, bro? Where's the penny names today?
You went away. You left. We covered all of them. You came back and you missed it all. So
CDIO, baby.
Mitch is like, I'm just going to ignore you.
No, it's all good, man. It's how it is, guys. I can't blame you guys. What about TPST?
What about
that one? Did you cover that one?
No. Is it moving here this morning? Literally flat.
I mean,
literally flat. We do have a possible spot if it breaks above 4 here, but the stock not really doing much of anything. I see no volume here. Look at this rounded bottom. If you're a fan of rounded bottoms, maybe you do like TPST. Maybe we do curl back up towards the 6 there.
I'll do a Zunade. You know, rounded bottoms. I mean, what are we talking about here, right?
You're talking about TPST, the stock that you suggested.
All right, no, but for real, this is the type of stock that I kind of watch, right? Because when stocks get sleepy but don't break down, especially in penny names, that's a good sign, right? That's the difference to me, Ryan, between a pump and dump and a stock that's building up volume profile at support. You get what I mean? Like,
yeah.
there's a big difference there, right? Is pumps and dumps are the ones that, let's say, go up in one day and the next day they're right back down, right? Let's just be honest, right? And those happen.
And what you'd rather see is you'd rather see it come back in, consolidate, accumulate, and then move higher. And that might be you might be in that accumulation phase on TPST.
Yeah, and a lot of people were looking at this one with when that was moving with RXRX, right? And that's another one that's very similar, just moving sideways here.
We are open. Let's go.
See what happens, guys. Let's get after it.
Let's get it here today.
All right, first things first, I got to go watch Disney. I am slightly in the red here, but like we're talking like a penny. So I'm looking at XLE just going deep into the green. That's looking great for me on the short on oil. So look for maybe continued downside action in oil. I like Halliburton for the downside. I've talked about that this week. Slumber J, Phillips 66, Valero, and a couple of names. And if you like the day trading action, that's going to be off the drip. Drip, drip, drip. Not gushing today, baby.
GDC might be moving. You guys mentioned that one here. Yep, coming back in. Let's take a look at SHOT. That's moving here. Mitch, interrupt me anytime you want. I'm not taking a trade. I'm just kind of cycling through names.
Whoa. Action in Disney moving all
SHOT
around
right
here.
to the pre-market highs. Let's see if it takes that out. Might go here on SHOT.
Shot.
13 saying Nvidia bull trapping.
All right, guys. I might get out for a $20 loss there on Disney. It's like 1950s. I'll just round that to 20. But I got 90 shares. So this is kind of like one of those where I can't let it go too much against me because I've sized up in this position.
Apple just huge rip right out of the open. 192.45 on that print, just ripping right into the highs.
Yeah, one to watch. Watch for stock that you kind of like were looking to see if they'd break down and now can just rip. Like AMD is one of those I can see right off the back. SMCI would be an interesting one to see an hourly reversal. So I'm keeping a close eye on that one. Ooh, I kind of like those levels right there. And you guys know I've been looking for a little bit of a turn, but right now I highly doubt it's going to be that time. I'm looking at SMCI.
SHOT popping here. It looks like the chat saying CDIO going here. CDIO rip out of the open here. Yesterday's intraday high, 272 on CDIO.
Out of Disney. Trying to get in some in SMCI.
Looking around here.
Sorry, recovering. I have an order out. You guys can see me. I'm like even thinking about marketing in here, but you got to be careful with the market. And also SMCI is so expensive here and it moves really fast. So be careful with the spread in SMCI, especially if you guys are trading something like this. This is why you see one order out and I'm like willing to add one order. So I want to see it like kind of get a click fill and see where it reacts after that. And then I can add or just keep to those 5. I like this name. Why? Because this is kind of the name that could now, it's been a struggling name. It hasn't really partaken in the rally. It's already making the move. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to step up 5 shares right there. And then I'm looking still to fill this 5-share pullback. If I don't get this 5-share pullback today and it just rips, I'll tell you one thing. I don't want to miss this move. I told myself, don't miss this one today, Mitch. And so sometimes you got to step up to the plate. You got to buy it high. I'm buying it high right now. But look, the reaction. It's already pushing above here. So what I'm looking for now is pullbacks to add. And I first want to see this one get hit. If it comes to around the 292s, I can maybe even add 5 more. But I want to slowly get in this, take 3 or 4 buys in, and then keep going. That's the way I go about it. Time to buy puts, Nando. I mean, I've been playing that game. It hasn't worked.
ARM pushing. Yeah, market's just really kind of just blowing off to the top here.
All right, let me switch this up so we can put these charts up there. There we go. Now we're looking better here. Let me adjust this too because I want to make this chart a little bit bigger here. Gotta work, baby. We do production. We do trading here, hosting. We'll play, baby. Trying to make it as big as possible for you guys.
Let's go.
Here, let's thin Ryan and I up a little bit. I'm trying to bring more of the chart for you guys because I know that that's what you guys love to see. And you guys in the chat, let me know, right? If it's something different, but At least I know I like to see the charting action, right? That's what excites me. There we go. Save, update. Bam!
SPRC grinding higher here on SPRC.
All right, guys, I'm all out of Disney. Disney was at a little $21 loss, but $21 loss with a 90 share filled. That's really not that bad. I tried, and you guys saw it. It was up more than 40. Maybe that's a 2-to-1 at a $20 risk. But I got to the point where I was adding near my entry and looking for it to be kind of a no risk type of trade. So I had to limit the risk there.
PXMD penny stock going for $1 here on PXMD. We'll see if that pops through $1.
Is that on? Oh, there it is.
It's on Pro. You got it.
Look at that size now. It looks nice there. Hey. Let's go.
Yeah, you did. You fixed it up. Hey, look at that, Mitch.
Hey, we out here, guys. Smash the like for that.
I love it. I love it. Let's take a look at CDIO. This one seems to be moving here. See if CDIO comes back into VWAP and gives us a chance there. CDIO.
Just saying. Anybody interested in producing? Holler at me. SMCI, I'm looking for ads there, guys, and that's one that I really like here. Another one that we can take a look at is the hot boy, right? Intel for pullbacks. Oh, that's hot right now. Intel's pushing strong. You gotta also maybe look for, and I'm not really taking a look just yet. This will tell me, right? Instead of looking at stocks, stop doing that, Mitch. Go looking at the industries, right? Industries right now leading technology, cyclicals, healthcare. And then what we do is I go into technology, and then now I want to see what's leading here in from the open. Semiconductor equipment. That answers my question. I was going to say ASML, and those are the ones getting a nice little lift like AMAT right now. Look at that chart. That's a nice little lift off there. SMCI doing great, guys. I will add on any pullback on SMCI there. That's going to continue to work there. So I'm going to go and show you guys ASML, those types of names, AMAT. AMAT's one that I like because it's a little cheaper, but look at that nice little push there. Boom. That's strength right there. So this is semiconductor equipment stocks, right? The equipment behind the semiconductor names getting a big lift here. So that's leading the technology industry. Then you got computer systems. Names like Dell, HPQ, SMCI on there, ANET going higher. So that's looking good there. And then you also got semiconductors behind that, of course. That's when they come in and leading there. Let's take a look here. So I got some smaller names, of course, interesting names, and maybe take a look at NVTS, $7 stock. But let's go to some of the bigger cap ones here.
Amazon, new 52-week highs, Mitch. New 52s on Amazon.
Love to catch it, right? And AVGO in the red right now, could go green. TSM up almost a full % already from the open. AMD, 3%. I'm glad I brought up that one as the first kind of mentioned there that could continue to run as a stock that went sideways right there. And look at that push out the gates. So if you're playing AMD on the day trade, shout out to you. You're probably killing it there. Look at SMCI go with 5 shares, man. This is why you sometimes need to step up. I was watching the market rip there, and I said, Mitch, you got too picky down here. Just take it. And I took it. And I said, I'll add if I need to. But look at that thing just rocketing here. A lot of stocks rocketing. XLE might even come back on me a little bit here with the market pushing so much, but I will look to see if energy can go into the red. It's just up 0.08 here. In the red today, communication services, utilities, and real estate. Let's keep it going, team. Getting after it. Kansas is scalping it. There you go.
That's that penny stock AGIL. That is moving here.
What you got? What you got going on in the trade the pool life?
Me?
Yeah, what you got going on?
I was just watching CDIO in case we got we got an opportunity there. I still have Bristol Myers that I'm down on, and I still have TGTX, which I'm up on.
Okay.
I'm hoping at some point today, Home Alone is going to be on TV, Mitch. I could just put it on, even in the background.
Disney Plus, baby. That's the good thing of having a nephew that has Disney Plus.
I ain't paying for it.
Look at that. My camera came off just because I said that, Ryan. That's what happens.
I don't understand the connection, but sounds like it came from the heart. So you do you.
Yeah, man. They tried to shut me down. The Home Alone guys. You guys know Mitch on Home Alone. He's a part of Home Alone, right?
Actually, maybe try some shot here.
W-
It's right at the VWAP. Oh, it's breaking down. Maybe not.
I think it's that day where I can start bringing a little bit of some GIF
Let's try
action. Let
some.
me know.
What the
Let me
hell?
know. Let me know when you're done with shots. So I'll give them a little bit of some
Well,
Home Alone action. For 'em.
because I tried to use a limit order instead of a market order, I didn't get filled. There we go.
Hey,
Now we got filled.
Ryan, you got filled at the right spot. The
That's
limit
right.
order.
570. That's what I was looking at. That's what I put the limit order out. That's what the fill's at.
I like it. I like it.
Let's see if shot bounces here. If this really kind of just comes in, I might have to cut. Here we go. Jinxed you guys. Let's see if 561 breaks. We'll wait for a new setup here. Uh-oh. 550 your day low here. Might have to cut this. Look at that, dude. Just as soon as I bought, just straight down. Just get out of here, Ryan. You are screwed.
Shop
bounces
making
right here.
a good move. Not shop making a good move here. I would definitely keep an eye on that stock with Amazon.
I was going to say, Mitch, this is not a good move. This is a breakdown from the VWAP. Hoping for a bounce here, but we'll see if we get it.
I'm glad I clarified it as I said it there. No, having a decent move here in a day like today, ARKK could get moving. Stocks like that, right? Some growth names maybe taking a lift. I'll name some that are getting a lift here. CRISPR up 3%, Beam up 2%, TXG up 1.9, even DNA up almost 2% for a smaller name. Shop, of course, in the ARKK. So taking a look at some of those stocks getting a move today.
Jay saying INDI. Jay, I asked you yesterday. You asked me if I did my homework. I said yes. I asked you to provide some context. You said nothing. Stock seems expensive. Just doesn't really on a revenue to market cap basis. What am I missing on INDI? Help us out, Jay.
Woo! AAL not doing bad today. I'm happy about that one. My camera is not functioning.
No, it's not. It's really, really having some trouble here. Shot trying to bounce. We'll see.
I need some upgrades, Benzinga.
You have like a DSLR. You have I have a Logitech webcam that never fails.
You see, this is what happens when you get fancy tech, bro.
You were just bitching about an upgrade. What the hell is going on over there?
That's my camera.
All right, shot. This didn't work. This thing breaking all types of downside levels. Just absolute donation of money there to the fund.
Nah, the real key is I paid for that Canon, and the lens is more expensive than the damn camera. The lens is pretty badass, but it's the only lens that I can use that I can be like literally like this image is like literally like probably like a foot or two. The camera's only like a foot or two away. It's like a nice wide lens. It's a Sigma. If you guys know about Sigma lenses, for all my photographers out there. Christmas is coming, baby. It is 13. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. All right, pullback here in SMCI. I'm kind of excited about SMCI today. So I'm looking to grab a little bit more of this on pullbacks. All right, we got 296 level that I would be interested in kind of stepping up to. So I'm going to step up on the limit there, slightly below it, like 295.95. So I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback slightly below my entry to get the fills, and then I'll look for a pullback if it does come back below to hold the 5-minute low on the day. IonQ even getting the lift today. So there you have it, guys. These are the type of stocks that normally, I'm even against IonQ as of late, but this is pushing, guys. I'd look for a nice little pullback. I'm going to look for 1275s on this. This will be kind of more of that day trade kind of style trade. So looking for a support test to here, right? So I went sideways here. Anywhere really between here and here, I kind of like it. In between these two zones, 287, 275, like 1280s, 1275s would be nice on a nice little pullback. We'll do this one kind of day trade size. Let's do a little day trade on this one. I kind of like the trade there. What do you guys think about this one? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think?
Jay, just for you, I bought 100 shares of INDI right here at the top at 741. Literally the high print. Just for you, Jay. Just for you. Long 100 shares of INDI. We'll give it 5 years.
We'll see what happens out there. Appreciate the mention, Wiss. Love Christmas, says Jane. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with a little Christmas action.
Dude, this is literally my favorite time of the year, and it has been for as far back as I can remember. From Thanksgiving through New Year's, it is the best time of the year. And I'm someone that grew up in Chicago. I didn't grow up in Florida where we have this winter weather. No, the snow, the slush, the cold, the Christmas, the everything, dude. This is the best time of the year. I am in such a good mood.
Love to hear it, my friend. Love to hear it. All right, so let's
Jesse says, I can taste the bourbon. Jesse, that means you're doing it right.
Don't get me started so early, Jesse. About to pour a double right now in the orange juice.
Pour up a double.
No, but first we got to make the money. Yo, you know it's that kind of day where it's risk on when you're seeing the stock body, beach body. They did a reverse split because there's no way this shit. Oh, my language. This stock is at $7.28. Yeah, they did a reverse split. I can see it on the screen. I mean, look where it was at, guys. So reverse split action here, and it's up 15% from the open. Be careful out this. The beach body out there. This was a SPAC, man. I tried to get them back on, but they wouldn't come back on. I had a great conversation with the CEO. He was even like, I messed with him. I was like, yo, I'm gonna go one day and we can do a little live stream and you go against me. Let's see who's more fit. And he was all about it. He was like, I'll take you on, Mitch.
Are you talking about challenging like some type of trainer to see who's more fit?
Well, it was the CEO for Beachbody. So
yeah, I'm gonna put my money on him. No offense to you, bro. I know you're in much better shape than me, but this is the CEO of Beachbody. I gotta think that I gotta put my money on him. Wiss says, Ryan, we couldn't be more opposite. Wiss, I totally get it, but you know what? You're still cool. People that don't have to be the same as me, they can be opposite and be absolute monsters. That's what you are.
SMCI,
you'd still probably beat me in golf, I think. But I'm working on that.
Added on SMCI. Going to look for a little bit more retracement below 295s into 294s, and I'll take another add at 294.
Rick Johnson says, I'll raise you. Halloween through New Year's is best. If you're not decorating your living room on November 1st, you're wrong. Rick, I call. You're absolutely right on that. I actually have lights, like LED lights that I can change the color of. Thank you, Mitch, by the way, for that suggestion. I have a autumnal wreath that I hang on my door outside. So I'm with you on this all the way, Rick. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, man. I might have to change up the colors in the back to the Christmas colors. I should go turkey today.
That's what I'm saying, dude. On Thanksgiving, it's going to be orange all up in this. It's
all right, so
awesome.
it went to 294. I didn't get the fill there. It was so quick, but I'm gonna be looking to add here on SMCI on pullbacks. I like this one today, guys. We'll see what happens. Is Peloton getting the lift today? Oh, it is. It is. The one stock
Tesla bouncing off of that down candle.
Maybe it's a Black Friday stock. What do you guys think about Black Friday stocks getting a lift today? Best Buy's earnings wasn't the best. Let's see if it's pushing today. It is.
Well, Amazon, right? Isn't that the best Black Friday play? Amazon that hit new 52-week highs, just a power candle out of the gate.
Yeah, XRT could be a good play today, right? That's pulling back to the VWAP, and there's a lot of stocks in there that's doing well. So I kind of like the XRT right here. But it has a 9 EMA pullback to 62.50s. I think it needs to hold yesterday's close. Important to hold that. That's 63.39s. So that's kind of the level where I would just be a little bit careful. If it breaks at 63.39s, wouldn't be the hottest move here. I'd like it to hold the 63.50s, push to 64. All right, looking to get this fill in SMCI and start getting this to push now. Come on down, baby. AMD continuing, that's pulling back a little bit. Even AI a little bit hot today, guys. I don't really like it, but it is hot a little bit. Stocks
Jesse,
out.
I got you. When I use those colored lights, I'll take some pictures.
Yeah, the color lights are a
They're
good little
awesome,
plus,
dude.
man.
I remember when I asked you what brand, you said, yeah, I'll never forget it. You said, yeah, you can use these to quote swag up your place. And I was like, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Any color, baby. Set the mood. Yeah, and these things are cheap, man. I mean,
Yeah, they're not expensive at all. LED lights, bro. It's where it's at.
yeah. And what I like about them, Ryan, since they're outdoor, they're meant for the outdoors. They're safe indoors, right? Like, I mean, if they're made for outdoors, they're going to be safe indoors. So I don't have to worry about them getting too hot or anything like that.
Hims, big rip off the open here on Hims.
That's a good Black Friday stock right there. Hims.
Has anyone done any Black Friday shopping yet? I know it's not actually Black Friday, but I've already hit a few. I got a weekender bag on Amazon for real cheap yesterday. I got new Lululemon pants the other day. I got this awesome like dodecahedron that like responds to sound and produces a light show. That's going to be sick. I can't wait to play with that.
I like the Hims outlook there. I did get filled on SMCI. I think we're going to see like hourly retracements. So just be careful out there. SMCI definitely pulling back on me. I got a little bit of eye on Q there also. I'm going to look for Hims also. I'm playing it today. We'll see what happens. Hims, I like it at like 770.
3D printer, Kansas is saying. So Kansas, interestingly enough, one of my buddies that I play a video game with is like a 3D printing ace. Like he designs, he's an engineer, he designs stuff, he 3D prints it. It's awesome. I got a bunch of it sitting around here. Props from a game I play. Like I totally support the whole 3D printer thing. So let me know what you start making. I'd love to see that. I'm sorry, Mitch. I was digressing from the trading. What are you seeing here at SMCI? That thing got rugged.
Rugged out there, baby. They pulled the plunger at 300. Let's see if it comes back. Right now, I can't even add down here. I'm just looking to see if support's going to hold. There's a support right here around the 286 area. If that goes, I definitely got to get out of here. But it could just be an attempt to wash out some of the bulls right here, and then it comes back. So I'm looking to see if we get some buying down there, but definitely getting washed on that SMCI. I wasn't looking at it. That's another thing right there, right? So maybe should have been keeping an eye on it. I'm looking at different names out there, trying to play some other ones. Hims is another one that I have an order out for, but definitely getting those deep pullbacks. Be careful for deep pullbacks, guys, as I see this happening right now in multiple stocks.
Real quick, couple of things. So number one, Nvidia. Everyone shout out 13 for calling bull trap as early as the pre-market here in Nvidia. Remember how I was saying I wasn't selling my SQQQ? Yeah, GG's no re. Nvidia continues to pound the low. Let's see how low we can go. 13, an amazing call early on. Wiss, check this out. Ryan, I thought you were getting a new putter. Just give me 1 sec, Mitch, and we'll get back to the trading stuff. I'm so excited. Wiss, here you go. New putter already locked in. The Queen Bee from Bettinardi. This thing is absolutely nasty. Check this out. You'd absolutely love this. Honeycomb custom milling on the face. QB6. There you go, Wiss. That was just for you. Now you enjoy your warm weather down there in Florida.
Dude, Nvidia's getting the plunger, bro.
Plunger, bro.
Is this the classic institutional sell to us trade? It's looking like it, bro. Oh man, Nvidia bulls with a shaking head right now as it goes down to 480s.
You should have been in our chat here. 13 was calling bull trap from before we even opened this puppy up. Let's go,
there
13.
There you go. I'll tell you one thing. I'm getting wrecked right now in SMCI. Just wrecked.
I'm sorry.
But hey, it happens, man. I took my eye off of it.
Yeah, Kansas. I looked at that chart and I was like, son of a B. Should have added, by the way. Should have added. It's just with day trading size, I don't like doing that. You're absolutely right. It was definitely out of shot too early there. That actually went green. Jim says SQQQ is moving. No way. Lynn says the club looks like an Italian beef. I don't even know how to take that, Lynn. I just know that it came from the heart. So that's what it's all good.
Him's already bouncing. I want that to come a little bit further down here.
Nvidia pulling a Zunade with the butter chicken.
Oh, it did. It butter
it
chickened
did,
all
baby.
out.
You know, we're bringing a blast from yesterday back. Shout out.
He said, hold on a second. I got to go. He said, the date's done.
Got an ad on that SQQQ at 1550 would have been elite.
Can Nvidia come back? It's down to 483. And did do a 500 attempt and then just got rocked there. So I don't know if people are selling out, man. And that's what's going on there. And down goes Frazier today, man. I just got whacked right there, guys. Taking a like $200 hit there. Going way too big in SMCI, not paying attention. It didn't set the stop there because I didn't expect it to come down that fast. But look at that action. Chapow! Well, guys, I don't think Black Friday is going to be too much fun this year.
Nonsense. It's going to be awesome.
That's what happened. What happened? Did Santa pull over? No, Santa brought me coal, baby, already on Thanksgiving. Nah, I just got wrecked, guys. That happens. Too much.
Market Sniper there. Mentioning that Wave Dancer is halted. That's Wave D. That's not even moving, right? Trading halt on NASDAQ only. Interesting. It's not even really moving. I wonder what that's halted for.
Setting the risk there in IonQ. Definitely way too big there in SMCI. That's what happened. That last ad that when we went to 15, just too much there. Too much, too fast.
That's you took too much. You took too much. Sorry.
You took too much, man. Him's already bouncing. Didn't get a fill in that one. Canceling for now. It did bounce off 795s. Doesn't look too bad there. IonQ, I already set the stop there. We'll see if that one comes back. Maybe gives me at least some of this money back. Wouldn't give me all the money back. It'd probably give me a half of it. If we can get half of it back, we'll take it back. LAZR going a little bit higher, seeing around there. Technology going into the red now. So just be careful out there, team. We'll see if it's just deep time frame pullbacks or is this a turnaround in technology? The whiplash is real. Yeah, that was whiplash real. Lynn, it's going to be Bourbon Wednesday right now.
Oh, you're not kidding. So listen to this. I got at Costco a couple of weeks ago. I saw a bourbon I'd never seen before called Granddad's. And it's like 55%. Like it'll put some hair on your chest. And so I was like, I'm just going to, it was not very expensive. So I bought it. It is potent. This is how you kick off a holiday. Your first glass of bourbon, be Granddad's, and maybe move to a little bit more smooth. I'm doing it tonight. As soon as we get off the webinar, Granddad's bourbon, let's go.
About to reach for it right now.
13 saying the scotch is ready. I'm with you, 13. Oh, man. 13, one of these years, fried turkey Thanksgiving and scotch. Let's get it.
I don't know why. I'm not such a scotch fan. I mean,
you just haven't grown up yet. That's all.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. I'll get there one day, man.
If you can't tell, I am in an extremely good mood this morning. Just throwing it out.
It's all about the Woodford, man. It's all about the Woodford.
Yeah, Woodford is really good.
The double, baby. I feel like pouring up some double right now. I need to go to to take a little like a whiskey tour, distillery. Probably go to Jack. Probably go to Woodford. I'll even stop by Jim Beam.
So by the way, on shot, we did get a short report here. Looks like a hit piece. Capybara Research, Capybara. Anyway, that might be bringing shop down here, so keep that in mind. Hit piece floating around as of this morning.
All right, guys, we're definitely seeing a little bit of a turn here, and boy, is it quick there. We are seeing downside come in fast there, guys. Do we play success here? I'm gonna try to scalp it, get my money back here. This could be ugly, but I'm gonna try it, guys. I'm gonna try to scalp back here.
Yeah, Nick, I think it is called Old Granddad. Let me go take a look. Give me
boom, boom. Give me a pullback to 830s right now. Just not getting the pullback. I want to get in on the success here, guys, with like a scalper mentality here, but I would like a little test to 830s real quick. It's just going up, up, up. Don't want to grab it right there. I wanted to pull back to 830s and then spike through towards like 850s. Here's that attempt. I'm going to look at here when this hits 830 and I'm going to click it. Come on. Finding some buyers right now. So I got to get through this little wall here, and then it should cut down to the next wall at 828s. I like that 830, 828 on the bid side. Offers probably 830s. See if I can get it. All right, guys. Looks like all access has been postponed. So I want to let you guys know we will not be having all access today. But we got the trading action. Just not getting my opportunity there at 830s. Do I got to step up here at 835s? The key is with the scalp. I don't want to. I want to get a little bit of a pullback there, but it didn't go below that. So it might not give me that opportunity.
Nick, it is Old Granddad 114, black label. Old Granddad 114. It is some serious stuff, but I love it.
There you go. They're enjoying it. Hit the like for the bourbon mentions. Got hit there and I on Q2, so not looking bueno today. I want to get into this success, but man, my scalping days, they're just not as quick as I used to be. I had 833s there, but we're getting it right now. Pulled the damn plunger. AMD coming down here.
Burl saying definitely Old Granddad, my staple in college. All right.
Woohoo.
I love it.
Nah, just no volume. TPSD above 4.
Man, D-Lo. Guys, oh my gosh, I missed it. Folks, we talked about this. We talked about some of the downside gappers possibly bouncing back. We mentioned D-Lo as one of them. This is almost all the way back. Another 50 cents, and we're all the way back here on D-Lo. How's Guess doing? Mitch, I actually wanted to ask you about that. You were all about retail here. Guess. Actually, this is still higher than the pre-market too. Guess might maybe trying to fill this gap. Guess reported earnings really kind of sold off here. Trying to bounce, trying to maybe close this gap here. You got any opinion on Guess? I haven't been to a mall or seen Guess close in 10 years.
I'm trying to get into TPST here, but we'll see what happens on that. I would say retail, just take a look at XRT. That's going to tell you it all. XRT is right off the VWAP right now. It has been moving up. Look at what's leading there, and that's going to give you a lot, right? What do you got? KSS, SMM, Burlington, eBay leading on the day, Amazon, Orbi, even Sally's Beauty Holdings having a decent day for a little bit of a cheaper name. DDS, Dillard's showing up there. You got Best Buy. We talked about that might be like a Black Friday buy. Etsy showing up there on the day. AEO. So there's a lot of retailers that just recently went. All right, guys. IWM's setting up here. Will it go up or will it come right back down? I'm thinking that it might come up, and that could actually help some of these smaller names get filled. Looking for a little bit of a pullback fill here in TPST. There we go. I'm in there for a little bit of a quick one here, guys. Let's see what happens. I'm testing it today. If I blow through a lot, we'll see what happens, guys. But I'm going to take a shot here. Of course, I talked about this one earlier in the day. I talked about it going through 4. Let's see if it can get the lift here. I like the 5-minute hold chart. So you can see it here. It can hold this kind of like little pullback here on the trend line and then just kind of take off. That's what I'm looking for.
13 just sent me a picture of his Scotch collection, and I'm extremely impressed. Really nice. Also love that you have the Glencairn glass right in the middle on one of the middle shelves. That's awesome. Glencairn,
Pinky's
that's
up,
the way
baby.
to drink whiskey. That's
Pinky's
it.
up out there. Well, guys, talking about Black Friday, right? You guys see what's above me. Buy one, get one free, of course. Trade the pool. Who's going to be trading the pool and getting the buy one, get one free? Let me know. I mean, this opportunity isn't for Christmas, of course, just for November 20th to November 27th. Take your Black Friday opportunity, of course. You guys see it in the description. I'll throw it up here in the chat. Like always, check out Trade the Pool. That's what you guys see us getting after it here. And you could go long or shorting TPST today, or maybe going a little bit into the shot life. Why not shorting the shot life, right? We saw that come down. Is that coming back yet? I'm not sure. I'll take a look into it.
I can look.
Here's the link. All
Shot
right,
is rolling over to the downside. Look out below. PXMD ripping off of that VWAP. Through the VWAP, then a back VWAP test on PXMD and moving higher here. Awesome. 125. We talked about that at 98 cents. 125 here. Should have taken that one myself. Damn. Wiss had that one.
Trying to see. They're trying to take this TPST. We'll see what happens. The seller at 415, but after that, it could get all the way to 420. So I'm looking for another to try to take out of that 415. See if we get it today, guys. Shot.
MRAI grinding up here too. That looks like that might take 180.
SPRC on a little bit of a sideways trend. It doesn't look too bad there, guys. I don't know if you guys are looking at that one today, but based on just what I'm seeing right here on my screen, it doesn't look too bad there. Move back through 8. Let's see if it holds 780 pullback. Doesn't seem too bad. Let's go back to TPST as it's pulling back here. I want it to hold 398. If not, I have to go.
Man, Tesla's tried to bounce 3 times, hasn't hit it yet. Maybe this is the chance. Does Tesla bounce here?
It's 398 test. This is like the 15-minute chart here. It could be a 97 touch, but definitely if it starts to close down here below the 394s, it could be a takedown. So I got to be careful here. Make sure that it recovers 4 on the 5-minute candle or 15-minute candle. If it doesn't, then I got to get out. So you could get a little bit of a wick here. And then recovery of 4. There's 4 on the offer. Let's see if they take back 4. They don't take back 4. I got to get out. It's only a very little bit of size there. So see if they take it. SPRC, I'll keep an eye on that one too.
All right, let's see if Tesla reverses here.
That looks a lot better, that SPRC. Yeah, I kind of like that chart there. Don't know how you guys feel about that SPRC, but I like the chart. There it goes
SPRC
already.
on the list from this morning.
It's in the 8s right now. Just touch 8 right here. I wouldn't even want it to break that wick on the 5-minute. It has a nice daily too. But I talk about looking at the dailies for these smaller plays is so important. The daily on that chart is actually pretty here. Show you guys that really quickly here. You see it's already back in 815s, 820s. There's 810s. The daily chart has nice levels to look for. You see how it's kind of bunched up here? That gives you a chance to build positions. There it goes.
Let's see if we get a Tesla bounce back to the VWAP here. That's what I'm hoping for.
That was not a bad little scalp there if someone was able to scalp that. We'll see if it keeps going, but it doesn't look bad. It's up there to 825s, 826. We were just looking at it at 785s and 780s. Holding 8 on pullbacks or 790s here would look good, but just take it. Oh, there it goes. That's not a bad one. 830s now. This is where the resistance is, the trend line resistance. You could reload at 8. We'll see what happens there. Doesn't look too bad there. SPRC.
I'm watching the dragon, Mitch, trying to slay the dragon here ahead of Thanksgiving. Let's see if Tesla can bounce from this level, 234. Looking for a move back towards the VWAP at 238. 50 shares long right here. We'll see.
The dragon. Cybertruck coming next week. Saw someone try to run that thing into the ocean. I wouldn't advise that. Supposedly it's waterproof, so they tried to run it into the ocean. I was like, yo, that might end up being the only Cybertruck that ends up into the ocean. Put floats on that thing, just become a boat. All right. TPST, what you gonna do? I'll let you guys know if it takes off. SPRC looks a little bit better, tell you the truth. Don't mind it. Even the Kodak. All right, we'll see what happens there, guys. Max N showing up there on the scanner, and that's, of course, a solar stock. GDRX showing up today. Financial services starting to come back there.
Here we go, Tesla. Let's go.
Tesla, the dragon. The Cybertruck looks like a prop from Power Rangers. I mean, but that's the thing about Tesla, though, right? They like to look different. And they're for those types of people, right? That want to stand out. right? And I think that he does a design that's for that also. He thinks about that, right? I don't think that's a unintended results, right? They want it to look weird. If it's weird, it stands out. If it stands out, it could get love. JWN, Urban, both sold. Big trade in JWN, but the spreads yesterday for next week. Put spreads for next week. All right. Not too bad there, Jay. Take it, man. Like we always say, the door's open for options traders if they want to come on.
Guess might be curling here. ANGH from yesterday popping here. ANGH. Volume stick. Price popping. Make sure my cat's not destroying something.
You make sure of that, Ryan. All right, guys, looking to see where this 15-minute candle closes. This will determine if I stay in TPST or not here. Just want to see it start taking 415s, and then it can start looking good for me. But it's at 404, 409s here. Looking for it to take a move. See what happens. I'll show you guys right now that chart here.
Bang.
TPST, can we get above that? So as long as it doesn't break 4 now, I'm kind of still in this. Up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2, up 3. Give me a nice little push towards like 416s there. 15-minute chart here. It's kind of a little bit of a bunch up. So kind of looking for a close above 406 to show continued strength.
ANGH might make a move through 3 here. Tesla looking like this is going to go for new lows here.
AMC.
I'm stopping out of this Tesla. Let's take a look at ANGH. Man, Tesla, no good. ANGH, look at this. This is a huge move here.
SPRC was the move, man. I think it got to 850s. I would have played that one. That would have been a nice little 50 cents to sell into. And it has to move to 9 available. Pullback's looking good in that one. SPRC, guys. At least I brought it up.
Here, I'm going to put yours up. I don't have it. Oh, you're looking at TPST. My bad.
I'll show you guys it. It's right here. I have it right here in my scanner. So
SQQQ at the highs of the day. This is trying to go higher. Let's see if the Qs sell off again here. Next leg down. 1590 on the SQQQ.
That was a pretty one, guys. You guys yell at me when you see them this pretty. Nice bullish engulfing candle now. Actually looks pretty good, guys. These people in this SPRC are probably licking their chops right now. Look at that move. 860s. Look at that. Not a bad one, guys. Up about 11% from where we talked about it. See what happens there. XL lead, I'm thinking about if I should add to that, but it's so far away. I hate adding when it's starting to get far because you just ruin your average. And you can easily ruin a trade by keep on adding to it. Next thing, it just pops the smallest amount, and next thing, you're out. So I just got to let it work. Let it work. Come on, TPST.
ANGH pulling back. We'll see if we get a setup at the VWAP on ANGH. Wiz talking about CDIO. Let me bring that up here. Tesla's still going lower. Yikes. CDIO through the VWAP here, maybe moving higher. CDIO.
Getting my attempt. I'll put you up since you're looking at another mover.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it right now. No fill here. Would have loved this up to bottom 230.
See you guys out there.
Apple might be trying to curl here.
Appreciate the love, Easy.
Happy holidays to you and yours, Mike, as well. Thank you.
Everybody out there.
CDIO continuing to push here.
I've been saving some of my off time for December, so I'm excited, guys. It's not, it's not too exciting to be off from you guys, but the truth is that, hey, it's my favorite month. I enjoy having some time just to watch some movies, just to relax.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Take it easy, man.
I'm telling you.
This is the month that I get my mental health right for all of next year. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's important, right? Like, we got to always think about our mental health, and this is definitely that month for me. But excited, I'm going to Detroit. Like, guys, it's coming. It's going to be a great month.
Yeah, Mitch, let me ask you, are you going to go again for the quarterly?
I highly doubt it, man.
Damn, dude, because I might not be able to make this December trip.
Yeah, man. I normally only go once a year. So
man,
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. And the truth is that I picked an odd time to go. I maybe could have gone to the last one, but I didn't want to interrupt with all the event stuff. I know that they're doing a lot with events, so I try to, let them do their thing. And let's see if TPST can make me back some money today, guys. We'll see what happens, guys. It's starting to make a move. I really need to see if it can get through this like 415 level. That's where the first stop is, and then next resistance I have is like 440s. From there, 5. So, like, can we just get like a nice little 445 move and then get halted? I won't be mad. Let's see what happens.
PXMD consolidating up here. Let's see if we can get an upside break of that 130 level. PXMD, that looking all right here.
All right, what you guys got out there? CDIO beauty. Let's see. Shows up on the scanner here, guys. The gainer losers list on Trade the Pool. If you're not using that, I don't know what you're doing, guys. I definitely use it. It's a great way to catch some of these smaller plays.
Oh, sweet kitty. He's going to go to his bed and lay down, I think.
Good boy. Hendricks is knocked out underneath me, like right here.
I don't know how you get your cats to sleep while you're working. Mine just wants to play. He's like, you've been working too much. Get your ass off the computer and play. Like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah, Hendricks is very nocturnal. He's up all night, so sleeps all day. When you're ready for the holidays, watch. I'll post this a little later today. This is going to be funny. Taking a picture right now. It's going to be hilarious. I'll show you guys it in a second. I'll share it. Let's share this on Slack. My trick here. All right, guys, let's see what happens here. You see the rejection there from the 415s there on TPST. Still keeping my eye on things. And let's go back to the overall market. It pissed me off earlier, but it is going to come back. I have that feeling. And now it's starting to rip back. Will we get this move right back up here on certain names as we're starting to come back here? Did they just drop it to buy more? AMD interesting off 122s. Are you guys in that type of market? Just because I'm done for the day on those names doesn't mean you have to be out there. I wish you guys the best of luck. AMD, nice little pullback. Support around that 122, 121, 50s. We'll see what happens there. TPST finally getting to the 415s. Let's see if it really goes.
PXMD back to the VWAP here. Let's see if we get a bounce on PXMD.
Boom, boom.
Jordan, earnings were good. It was a beat on the top and bottom line and a guide right in line, but just kind of taking a break here. Remember, it ran 100 points into earnings.
All right, guys, starting to see a little bit of lift, and that's good for me. And one thing that we can be looking for, and I always talk about it, on days that I like to play the smaller names, I look at IWM and look at the IWM lifting right now. That's an actual good thing to see. At least I looked for it to see it. And so you see that little push. I'd like to see IWM break that high here and just start pushing here. So we'll see what happens. TPST in the green, though, for me. Now it just needs to kind of pop. See if we get the pop or not. Trying to send over the Hendricks picture. Hendricks is doing it right. He's beating us all on Thanksgiving. Come on. Oh, struggling. All right, let's see what happens here, guys. Start to see if we get the comeback move here. There's a little bit of a pop there for TPST. Can it go, guys? Can it go? Let's see what happens, guys. Now we're up there. Let's go. Let's see where the wall is. Still not really a big wall. Just needs to keep getting some buyers. SPRC, is that continuing? That's pulled back to the VWAP. Given some VWAP opportunities there off like the 810s. See if we can get a nice little push here. Or could it halt? I would love to see a little halt action. So on the halt, of course, we need that big move on the one. Okay, 440s. What can we do this? Let's see.
PXMD might be trying to move back through the VWAP. OBLG penny stock popping to the highs here.
Okay, maybe you get a run to 460s, get a halt somewhere around there. Let's see if we get it.
Maybe someone doing work on the roof. I don't know.
That's Santa, baby.
It might be. It might be Santa scoping
You're hearing
out
Santa on the roof, bro?
I'm hearing something. At first, I thought it was my cat destroying stuff, but he's cool. He's chill. He's actually laying in his bed
Hanging
right
out,
now, being
man.
super cute.
He's hanging out.
So excited. I can't even like give me the old granddad's bourbon right now. Like, I don't even want to. This is wild. I'm so excited. We got a Blackhawks game tonight. Had Oak Island last night. Oh man.
Well, what the hell? Because I can't get Slack to work today. Might as well just show you guys Hendricks. Look at that.
Look at him passed out. What a sweet kitty.
Yeah, he's working hard right now, guys. He's working hard.
Working on catching those Z's, baby.
Yeah, he parties all night. He has a friend that comes and visit him and literally like paws at the glass. Literally, it's hilarious, Ryan. He has a friend that comes visit him and then he leaves.
So he's an indoor cat and he has an outdoor cat friend that comes up to the door and says hi.
Yep.
That is awesome. Cats are just awesome.
I think it's insane, but yeah, he just comes by and hangs out for a little while. They stare at each other. He jumps at the glass. Hendricks jumps at the glass. They play that game.
ANGH trying to go higher here.
PXMD, Pax Medica at the VWAP. See if it holds VWAP. I wouldn't want it to go to 1 again. I hate these kind of dollar moves where it goes above $1 and then never comes back towards that $1. I used to see these all the time where a stock pops above 1 and then it comes right back down below 1. It does have a gap fill at like 168, so I'm sure that's what some bulls are looking at on that PXMD, but we'll see what happens. IWM, you want to make a move today? See it. Go. Little sideways action on the IWM. Now looking like it wants to prop above 179. Market's on the move, says Elon. That's not Elon. That's Elon.
I mean, we talked about the volume being kind of light here today, and I mean, if you take a look at like what the SPY and what the Qs are doing, it's just back and forth here, right? So it's just we had that huge push out of the gate, big sell off. Now it's curling. We're back at VWAP. Let's see what happens. I just think that with the light volume, you can kind of push this market around here today, not just some of these little names.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely volume out there, and that's why I went playing for 1, and we'll see what happens here, guys. See if we can get a rip above 420s, 425s, and go straight towards like 440s. Some volume stepped up in the last 2 candles, so I'm really looking for that volume to continue as it breaks out above, like, let's say 425s. Could go to like 5 today, 6 even.
ANGH here at 295. Let's see if it takes this and goes to 3. If it takes 3, there's some size at 3. If it takes that, it could pop. So Sam Altman returns as the OpenAI CEO. Anyone really plugged into this drama fest that's going on here? Can explain it to the group?
Unfortunately, I had to be, but I can explain it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that, like, let's say in the morning, Dennis was all about this story. I wasn't, and that happens sometimes, guys. You know what I mean? Like, that's just media, right? So, I mean, it was just back and forth drama. A lot of this also has to do with the structure in the board for OpenAI. Of course, it's what they call a non-profit board. And so essentially they shouldn't be making money off this company, the board. And I think that really this was a move about being greedy, Ryan, about trying to remove the CEO that was all about trying to give back for the world and like that's what he believes in like, you know, Chat GPT. It's like a give back to the world kind of thing. And he was ousted because essentially I think they wanted to just like monetize the crap out of Chat GPT. And then, of course, the situation of him maybe going to Microsoft just put that to rest. Of course, and all the employees battled back. There's like, I think it was like 85% of them, somewhat near that percentage, were like saying that they'd quit. And so they pretty much wanted the board removed. So they were like, okay, you guys want to play that game? Well, we're going to oust all you guys. And then, so with that being said, then there was back and forth. Is he really hired in Microsoft? Even though the CEO from Microsoft clearly said it, then he said, oh no, but like they pretty much went back on it, on their words there. And so now he's back in OpenAI. And a big part of that, why? Because everyone was starting to hate OpenAI in the situation that went along there. So, hey, it's just a battle of, I think, more about the board trying to make money.
TPST highs.
I'm just letting it work, guys.
I know you are. That's why I'm mentioning it. So Dan is saying you had it totally backwards, Mitch. Totally backwards. The board wanted to slow down. Altman wanted more profit. Oh, we got to fight. God. We got to fight. Fight
I really don't.
In the chat.
That's from what I'm reading out there. I might have it wrong. Maybe you got it right. Honestly, it's just a big drama. The big part too is that Microsoft owns 49% of OpenAI. So it's kind of like a private company and a public company. Some people were saying that, that was moving the markets. I think, it was maybe moving Microsoft some and that it was, but this big rip that we had in the queues, that was more important, I think, than the, than the actual open AI conversation, right? I mean, that was a big rip on Monday when we were just struggling along, chugging along. And right now it's back to VWAP, the queues. But we actually recovered the high today. We came down fast, wiped out some traders. Now this is actually starting to make a move to the upside. Watch. SMCI probably ripped to the upside. I don't even want to look at that stock. It cost me a good amount today. Yeah, it's gone sideways. I'll see if it makes a rip. I'm not going to play it again, of course. But there's always a story about greed on Wall Street, right? Let's just be honest. Regardless of which way you see
dirt
it,
itself, Mitch.
right?
That's as
There's
old as
always
dirt
greed,
itself.
man. It's a greedy world out there, bro. If you think it's otherwise, then I don't know what you're looking out there, but it's always some greed. The good life is Hendrix. I agree. It's a good life for Hendrix. Until he hits the buy button sometimes, and then you're like, oh, Hendrix, come on, man. He likes to move the screen sometimes, and I'm like, yo, come on. He starts brushing up on them. All right, guys, let's see if we make our money back in TPST, it might be a bourbon ending type of show. I don't know about you, Ryan, but I might have to have at least, a little pinky of some bourbon, a little something small, but I don't know. Let's see if we can make it back.
I mean, I'm not going to do that until the workday is over because, like, here's the thing, Mitch. Like, I know myself, right? It's time to be responsible and be an adult, and that's where I'm at in life right now. So, like, I know with how excited I am for tomorrow and even for this evening, if I start sipping bourbon pre-noon, I am not going to get anything done this afternoon. It is incredibly imperative that I give these 2 presentations later today. So I'm not going to join
What
you until
presentation
later.
are we talking about?
We got happy hour, and then I got a webinar right after it.
Webinar? Tell us about that webinar,
The
Ryan.
webinars for Benzinga Pro. Look, if you guys aren't Benzinga Pro customers, now is the time. The Black Friday deal is always the best. I'm doing a webinar with my buddy James. James is being all secretive and not telling me about the deal that he's going to offer. Normally, he discusses it with me ahead of time. He's not telling me, so there might be some surprises.
Deal.
We'll see.
You guys heard. Do we have a link for that, Ryan?
I'm sure that we do, but I unfortunately,
get it for me.
You know what?
We
I'm gonna
get
it for you. I'm gonna get it for you right now. I'm gonna get it for you right now. Hang on one sec.
That's what I love. Scotty said, "I'm watching for colors on that OJ." Let's put it this way. I mean, I could produce with a little bourbon. It'll be all good. We got a great show for you guys later today. Of course, I'll be a part of the Dales Report later today. And TPST, man, trying to make me back that money. You really going to go or what? Let's see you go. At least this was one that we brought up in the pre-market. Remember, we were looking at this in the pre-market. So it's just kind of one that I went with because, like, I was looking at this in the pre-market. It does exactly what I expect. I'm going to try to trade it. That's how it is, Gary. That's how it is.
The issue, Ryan, let me read this. The issue is not drinking bourbon is what happens after you stop drinking. Okay.
We'll be back to these messages.
Here's your link for the sales webinar for Pro. It's just if you don't have it and you've been kind of waiting, today is the day. Today is the day. We're gonna be hanging out. We're gonna be having a good time. It's James and I. We out here.
Yeah, guys, and I'm sure if it's an unspoken deal, there's a reason why. So I would get there.
Lynn's gonna show up. All right. Cancel webinar. Drink at happy hour.
Click that link, guys. You guys see it in the chat right now. Let us know who's going over, who's wanting that nice, good deal on Benzinga Pro, or maybe just interested in seeing what the platform has to offer you. Check it out, guys. And happy hour is the best. I am a proponent. I've seen it. I've been a part of it a couple of times, and I tell
Yep.
you right now, as a great place to be.
It is an awesome place. And my favorite thing about happy hour, honest to God, my favorite thing about happy hour is since I started it, I have been attempting to try and turn it over to the people that join it. And it has been working. The people that join often come with chart 13 comes with a chart every day, comes with
Love it.
ideas. We got professionals from all different walks of life coming in, giving you their expertise. Sanjay, options master, giving us options. I mean, it's just the group itself is what makes it so good. And that to me, it is, I'm like a proud papa watching that take off. So love hearing that. ANGH really struggling to get through this 3 level here. We took out 295, 297, the high. Really need 3 to fall there. Some size at 3 on ANGH. We'll see if that materializes.
All right. That's that ANGH life.
We got Australian politicians. Shit's wild. That's actually true, though. That's the best part about it. It's actually factual. Dude in there from Australia, literally running for office, joining us on his roadshow. I mean, it's crazy.
There you go, Ben's World. Get that XRT game. That's not a bad one to play, guys. I made a 10% trade on that one. That one's bounced off of that 63.39 level. Man, not a bad one given there. Sometimes I don't even listen to myself, right? Like, look at this, guys. Look how this came back right towards that 630 40s. I'm going to show you guys right now on XRT. Look at this. We were talking about it when it was right here pulling back. It came right to that level, held that hourly low, 63.39, 63.40 level, watched through it for like a second. Bodies closed right above that. Now going to the high. Not a bad move there. Ben's World. Get that XRT. Send link, Ryan. It's in the chat there, Gio. You should be able to see it on the YouTube chat if you scroll up. What I'll do is I'll make it clickable at the top there. Just give me a second. But yeah, you guys can find it up. Just scroll up a little bit. We'll also throw it up again in a little bit. And like always, we got lots of deals, right? We got the buy one, get one free from Trade to Pool. You guys can check it all out, guys. Get what you can on the low, right? I mean, with inflation, you kind of have to. Look at the XRT go there, man. Not a bad one. I missed this one. That's not a bad one. And what's moving there is very important, right? So what I like to do is not only look at that, but look at what stocks are moving in the XRT, right? What's moving up here? KSS leading the way in the XRT as that goes higher. Look at that. Big push there. What's another one that's looking good here? Burlington, of course. Burlington just continuing the move from yesterday. Big move yesterday. Big move today. Burlington, baby. eBay. Who still shops at eBay? Please let me know in the chat because I have no idea who does. There it's at 4150s, trying to keep going. Has a lot of volume. Look at that volume that came in the last 3 days. Somebody big's in eBay. They're telling me something I don't know because I'm not looking at eBay. But hey, maybe they're seeing it. Sally's Beauty Supply going higher today. Look at that little pop to $10. Did this just sell some into the 10? Yeah, it did. That's not looking too bad. That's pushing. That's in 10 now. Guess. GES.
Is that still bouncing back? How's that intraday looking? That
Wrong,
was on the list,
baby.
That was on the list for, yeah, it's still bouncing back on Guess. Awesome.
That's looking good there, guys. We'll see what happens with other names here, but VSEO, one that I've talked about plenty of times. I'm just mad I sold this thing. I was trading this thing in the 18s. I should have held on this one. Victoria's Secret continuing to kick ass in the fourth quarter. Amazon going higher, of course, Black Friday sales there. Even Target's going higher, guys.
All right, Born, you and I heads up this week. And then you have the Judge back to back. This should be the league championship in the next 2 weeks. We'll see. My team's actually good this year. So I'm looking forward to that. Even with Garrett Wilson, even with Jets players, my team's pretty good.
All right. The chat saying I shop on eBay quite a bit lately, says Jonathan. There you go. There's some eBay fans out there. This is why you ask. I need to check they call it the channel checks, right? Got to check from my people. Well, you guys let me know. eBay is for when you don't want to buy China junk from Amazon. That is true. But if you do want to buy it on Amazon and it's one of those China junks, you might even have to look at those like China like e-commerce ones. You can get that stuff for like 80% off.
The China junk that doesn't sell on Amazon gets sold on eBay several weeks later.
Ooh.
Just kidding. Just kidding, folks.
90s clothes are coming back. Yeah, what is going on with that? I'm not.
Are they
I guess
really?
I'm not hip. I'm not hip.
Well, I'm definitely not hip. I mean, I'm about as unhip as it gets. But so what? Like cargo shorts? Like cargo shorts died and should never come back, right?
Like Abercrombie and like American
Abercrombie.
Eagle, like the preppy stuff. You know, like that kind of stuff. The prep life. I went through it for a little while.
Crow Buddy gets fish and pumpkin slop mixed together. He absolutely loves it. Like his favorite thing. He likes pumpkin. Like it's crazy. He like actually will go after the pumpkin sometimes more than the fish. It's amazing.
Pumpkin. Good trick. The preppy life is coming back, baby. The Ralph Lauren. Hey, look at Ralph Lauren go, man. That thing is strong. Dude, now this is going to be an impressive chart.
Girls wearing their mom's pants. Oh, man. That doesn't need to come back, Jonathan.
RL is not a bad-looking long-term chart, guys. It's pretty hot on the day. Look at this 1 month chart.
Yo, Crow, you learn something every day. Nice shirt, Ryan. According to color psychology, which I didn't even know was a thing, maroon is associated with control, responsibility, and thoughtfulness. Three things that are rarely used to describe me, but you know what? I will take it today. I do love
take
burgundy.
It when you can get it, man.
I do love burgundy and maroon. This is a Greg Norman long sleeve golf shirt. Just absolutely love it. Appreciate that, Crow.
Let's see it, guys.
Come on, ANGH. Let's go. Let's just go through three. What are we waiting for? Leo switching cages.
What are we waiting for, TPST? Go to 5. Go to 5, TPST. Come on. It held the VWAP, so at least that's a good sign. How'd that SPRC? Did that hold VWAP? Yeah, it's holding in there, man. That held VWAP here. Let's see if it takes the next run through 9. That's kind of like the next spot that I could see it going to. 9, 9, 10s. We'll see if that gets up there. Florida State colors. Oh. All right, TPST, you gonna go or not? The body's still moving.
Come on, ANGH, let's go.
The body. Yeah, body's still lifting a little bit.
Quantum, this is facts. I do the same thing. LOL. By the way, ANGH looking like this is going to try to take off 3. If it does, we'll close this and book them gains.
Gains.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. We're on it. Let's see. Do we pop and go through? Yes, sir. We do. There we go. 305. Let's actually see if we can get our sell right there at 305. Let's see. This comes back in and goes red on me. I'm going to be like, no.
305, baby. Miami.
Oh, is that the Miami?
Yep.
Zip code or area code?
Yep.
All right.
Dade County.
All right.
Or like I like to call it, Wade County.
Wade County, Dwayne Wade County, of course. And we're out.
You know, it actually got named that
ANGH, bang, got that money back. Let's go. Black Friday money.
It was actually named Wade County for one day. He got honorary county named after him. That's pretty. I think that's pretty sweet.
That's sweet.
Nice register on that, man. Hit that register on that, Ryan. You deserve it, man. Cha-ching. Good job today, Ryan.
Dang. Well, I took a loss earlier. I got stopped out on Tesla, and shot. So we're 1 for 3. It's not actually that good. This is still going here though. But I mean, if we take a look at this, like what were we trying to do here, right? What are we looking at? Well, we're looking for the volume to really kind of expand. This move through the VWAP tells me that there's some strength. That move on volume, by the way, tells me that there's still some strength in this name that we saw here in the pre-market. And we had our levels in the pre-market pretty clearly defined right here, right? I had this at 306. My sell there was at 305, but that's because I used the level 2 to determine where that was. 306, this is the spot. This is definitely what we're looking for. As we pushed through that VWAP, we had higher lows on the candles, right? So when we bought in, it looked like we were going to try to take this out. That was that 295 spot. We wicked up against it. We took it, pulled back a little bit, but didn't break down, and then bang, right through it. So this is the type of day trade setup that we're looking at. You can utilize this with the expanding volume that we got here today. There it goes.
All right, guys, I'm going to try an interesting position here.
Oh, here we go. Putting Mitch
swing
up.
trade on open. Okay, so
right.
I'm gonna do a starter here just because it's really cheap. I don't really care right now because the pullback would be like to 240s, be about 5 cents pullback. So the big thing here is that I need to see this start to like kind of really start to trend higher here. Daily chart already came off that 236, but the thing that I'm looking at is kind of like support at 233s to hold and a move back through 260. And then I look at Zillow, right? Whenever I trade open, I am essentially also going to take a look at Zillow. Zillow's been actually doing pretty well on the day. It had a nice little pullback. Look at the amount of volume, though, that's here on Zillow. That tells me a little bit like, hey, pay attention to this. It doesn't mean that it has to run, but then I look at the intraday action, and that's a nice push there for Zillow. So I'm just going to play this one right here. Looking for a nice little up move on the day. Of course, I can add to this. This is only $98 for, those 40 shares. So I'm going to just try to swing trade that a little bit. We'll see what happens there on open. Open door technology. Zillow with a nice little move. All right, guys, will TPST actually make the move or not? It's been slowly grinding, but still hasn't really broken out. Zillow says I'm going to lose equity next year. I am sorry, Jonathan. I am in that camp that it sounds bad, but I, of course, want houses cheaper. But there's a lot of people that are in that camp where it's going to be an interesting conversation if, houses actually do decline in value. We'll see what happens.
Q's rolling over to the lows here. That, of course, is turning up. SQQQ. Yeah, I'll say this about I'm torn, right? Because I definitely want to move. I want to move to Montana. I want to get out of the Communist Republic of Illinois and get over to Montana. The thing is, though, is that I have a 2.625 mortgage rate. Fiscally, it would be irresponsible of me to give up that rate and go into something that's 6 or 7. It's just not a responsible thing to do. So we'll see when interest rates start coming down. If home prices come down with them, okay. My home is already worth, considerably more than I paid for it, thankfully. Hopefully that holds up. I mean, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. I'm in the camp. I'm kind of waiting. I cannot give up such a good interest rate. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
The fiscal conservative in me just can't do it.
Yeah, I think, of course, if rate cuts come in, that will definitely determine. But that would cause the houses probably to not cut down as much, right? I think what actually ends up happening is next year we don't even get a rate cut.
That's what I'm thinking too, Mitch. There's too much they've been saying rates higher for longer. Like, I don't even know if the Fed can cut. That's my controversial opinion.
There's
I don't know
no
if they
point.
can.
There's no point because, Ryan, their whole thing is to try to get some of their debt down, right? The debt that they increased through the pandemic, they have to get that debt down. Yeah. And the easiest way is just to leave the interest rates where they are, especially if the economy can be this resilient, right? Because if the economy can be this resilient at interest rates at this level, why turn? The only reason the Fed is going to turn
I think
is if
that's one
things
of the
get
things.
extremely bad.
I think that's one of the things you're going to see. I think that consumer's going to tighten next year, and things
But
are
tightening
going to
is
turn.
not bad. Tightening is not bad for the Fed.
No,
Let's be
I'm
honest.
saying I'm saying the strength in the consumer, which is one of the things that's keeping the economy up right now. I think that's going to dissipate through 2024. I think 2024 is going to be a lean year in that regard. We'll see. But to your point, Mitch, we'll see if that has an effect on interest rates. A couple of comments in here I wanted to go over. You can always refinance down the road. That's exactly it. But again,
I don't think that's the truth, though. The
I
truth
want to
is
wait. I want these to start coming in. Then I can deal with this. I don't want to try to time it.
yeah,
Sorry.
that to that refinance comment, and it's okay. I mean, we're just kind of having spitball talk right here, right? So you guys tune in and spitball with us, right? That's what it's all about. And I love this kind of conversation, right? The key though is if you're down on your home price, right? Let's say if you buy now, right, and you're underwater, if you don't have equity in your home, then you're not going to be able to refinance because they would literally require you to make up that equity, right? Unless you're willing to put down like the $100,000 that you might be losing on the value of the house. And so those people might actually be stuck, Ryan, with the opposite loan that you have, stuck with a high interest rate loan. That is scary
Don't want
business.
that.
That is scary business. So that's one thing that I've been looking. I watch like real estate podcast. I watch different people out there because I'm looking at the housing market also. Right. I didn't buy during that 2020 time because it was just a very tough time for me to buy a house without looking at it. I don't know about you guys. I just can't do that. But I definitely missed an opportunity. Right. I had the money. I was ready to go, but then I just didn't. The pandemic came, and literally like probably like a month or two before the pandemic comes, I was already starting to look for housing, but then the pandemic came. And I was just like, man, I don't know what to do at this point. I'm just going to hang tight. That's how it goes. Any Black Friday deal? Of course. Of course.
Oh,
What's
Jay
up?
Rice. This is what's up. This is all I had. And I check it, and it's Kramer from Seinfeld as the turkey saying, "Hey, buddy." One Seinfeld fan to another. That's a quality meme. That is quality right there. I absolutely love it. Excited about tomorrow. Yeah, I am, dude. Oh, you even treated John Nigerian in there, who had a picture from his house. And let's go, Jay. You just earned yourself a follow. I actually didn't even realize you were on Twitter. Let's go.
Oh, guys, this TPST, it doesn't want to go, man.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Looks like several of you are dipping here. Really appreciate everything. Enjoy your holiday, Gary. You got to start cooking. That's how you do it. Start on Wednesday. That way everything's ready to roll on Thursday.
Yeah, I love to hear it, guys. I hope you guys all enjoy your weekend, guys. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Trading can always wait, right? Holidays are coming, guys. We already had some trading action here for you guys today. So like always, guys, check out the buy one, get one free. Of course, you got all the way into the 27th. Don't miss out on the Trade the Pool special, the Black Friday deal from Benzinga Pro. Let's make sure that we throw up those links one more time here in the chat, Ryan. If you have it, please go ahead and drop it in the chat there for us. Here's the Trade the Pool. We'll throw up also the Benzinga Pro. Like always, the number one thing that I always say is find tools to help you become a better trader. What are those tools? A lot of the times you're going to have to go through them and find what meets your personality. So that's why I definitely recommend to check out Trade the Pool if you're looking for some buying power, looking to be able to trade long and short sometimes, not have to worry so much about the borrow situation and things like that. And of course, Benzinga Pro, how I get ready every single morning for pre-market prep. How do I know the news? How do I bring everything to pre-market prep? Because of course, Benzinga Pro. All right, that's going to do it. Catch my man Ryan, of course, at that seminar. And that's the great thing is that you guys get Ryan to talk all about Benzinga Pro. And I definitely always refer to Ryan as my Benzinga Pro because I always, if I need something for setup wise, need to get it right, I go to Ryan. You guys also do the same. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Enjoy your holidays. And Ryan, by the time we see each other next time, I'm going to be nice and full. I hope you're nice and full. Everyone out there with a nice full belly.
Is that going to be Friday morning?
I mean, we will. We will be back on Friday, like always, guys. Smash the like.
I'll be ready.
You know it. A little Home Alone action. Enjoy it, guys.
You guys give up?